Happy Friday Eve. I'm gonna try and get all this stuff here gone through. This stuff. Let's see what else, what other interesting stuff we can get into today. What is that? Big old chunk of concrete. That's galvanized. I want to rip all this wire out, but I was trying yesterday because that's going to take him a while to... We're just going to put that there for the time being because that's just in the way. That's good steel for the Wondershare. That I don't think he cares about, that small piece. That would, I mean, just trying to get that over there. Galvanized too. Nice little transformer. Break this off here. I'm just going to be sorting and sorting. Gonna go through this. Gonna go through that dirt pile, get that all gone. I learned a little bit about these big converters yesterday because we sold all our semi-truck ones, and I learned that Dodges are junk, no value whatsoever is what our guy said. So those of you who have a Dodge and eventually your cat gets clogged if it's a diesel, it's junk, it's scrap, he said. Little to no value. Especially if it says Jensen on it. Tyler! He'll take that apart. So, but yeah. Dodge junk for converter. Diesels, not the cars, the diesels. Let's just make that clear. Can't grab that wire. Right, and then we'll be back. Hopefully you get that. out. Let's go through. And they poured concrete yesterday in this big old hole here. Gotta see if he wants those converters. £30,000 or so, somewhere in that range, I think, 25 to 30. There's been a mess. This bin is from, I think, Tuesday, when I went out back towards the end of the day and we were picking that load of steel. And so I gotta go through. We're closed. Hold on. No, Poppy. Not today, the 29th.
Okay,
de 29.
The people pay good for the braces?
For what?
For braces? No, in the back, in the back, in the back.
In the back? Oh, the brass, the bronze. Probably, yeah. You can try. You can try. I just have it. I have this open because the uniform company is coming, or else it'd be shut. Thank you, Poppy. That's probably like the third or fourth person this week. So we found these bus bars right here. This one weighed 11 pounds. 17 pounds of copper times 6 cents. And you can't go wrong with that. And I gotta take all this stuff. Oh, these bus bars I have to take apart. This would be number 1. This is probably number 2. This down here is number 2. This is aluminum. So this is my rainy day stuff right there. And I tried to shear these. The shear won't cut them, so I'll take them to the big shear to cut them. And then I can hopefully squeeze one end and pull the wire out. That might be a tomorrow thing. They're not in the shear today. They're in the baler out there. So maybe at lunch I can go out there and record him crushing some tin. But yeah, I get to spend the rest of the afternoon doing this lovely stuff. But there is some good stuff in here. So it's worth it to separate this. I'm about as far as I can do on the crane, on the excavator, until he's ready for a cleanup and a bale to be taken out. So I'm gonna do this. this is what I get to do. And I get to see how much we picked up too. As I put the scale on 0. 10 pounds of wire and 20 pounds of copper so far. Would you guys clean this stuff? Let me know. I'm sure some of you would. There's some dirty brass right there, more copper, more bus bars, more bus bars. So I guess they tore down a launch pad out at the Cape, and that's where all the rebar has been coming from. So the rebar, I guess, is stopped, but they have a few more, I think, of these mixed loads that we had to go and pick all this wire and stuff from. I mean, job security. If you have contracts with people, you have to take their scrap, you know. I was talking with the people next door, and they've been going there. Yeah, like Packer's going there this morning because he has a commercial account across the street from us, and gonna bring them the stuff that he would typically bring me. But you know, it is what it is. Probably gonna need these. I do miss the customers, but I get it out back. That load that we had to go through yesterday with all the trash and the cardboard, we couldn't have done that with the customers here. I'm sure I could separate some of this into 1 and 2, but I'm not going to do that. Putting a little bit extra number 1 in here increases, and also the likelihood that somebody may have slipped some coax behind you or some other stuff that shouldn't be in there. Dawn likes to do stuff like that. It's like tug of war here.
You did, hey.
And they're working on the buses out back. I will save this piece of number 1. I think next week I'll load the trailer. I'm gonna make a box, and because that's got aluminum shavings, that one's got aluminum shavings, I want to dump that on dialer, so I gain 1, 2, 3 bins back. Another little bus bar. Part of an AC. I like to keep a little tab of how much we gained. Was it worth 2 or 3 guys back there to pick all this stuff? You know, if you spend an hour on that, so that's 3 guys, that's 3 hours of labor. We get, I'm hoping for 300 pounds of wire. I don't think it's going to be there, but sure, this guy's that's that lead covered wire too. You guys seen that before? Insulation, lead, paper wrapped in copper, and then I'm sure there's some good stuff there, but I don't know. I'm just gonna have to put that in its own. That's heavy. Thud. I'm sure at some point somebody's going to want to come up and steal my forklift. I'm sure. Just about done. I got this good stuff though. This is the 90% stuff. That I got a couple pieces here, a couple of those bus bars. There's 3 over there. This is also good stuff. Probably got 30 pounds of that, 40 pounds of this, because this adds up quick. 65 pounds of copper minus a pound or 2 for bolts. 128 on the wire. A lot less than I thought. But you got this big piece too. That's heavy. Got some stuff here. So I can't exactly weigh this because that. But we're gonna shear some of this today. Shear what we can do. I tried to shear this. It won't do it. Yeah. We gotta go weld something. We're done with the wire. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna use this bin for. Guy here, that piece is brass, a piece of aluminum. This stuff right here. That nice chunk. And then there, it's all done. Is it worth it? Yeah, I guess so. For the right price, it was worth it. I'm trying to get caught up with stuff. So this is one of the things that I bought last. Like, can I get this?
That ain't feeling pretty bad.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to be able to.
I gotta get in there real quick.
That's alright. I'm trying not to make a mess. Let's go with that. Get my razor knife.
Yeah, he's been doing that. On your side.
What I gotta do is, I'm gonna leave them in the packs. I'm not taking all this out of the pack.
Mike, are you talking to me?
And cutting off the end, so.
Talking to anybody who listens. Anybody see Jose wandering around? Good, I'm sorry. Yeah, I need to stretch out of the way. There it is, get down here and get fuel.
I'm just trying to get stuff that I've been putting off. Now that I got time, like I'm sitting here with the door open, and you know, normally customers would be rolling in and I can't do this stuff. And I got a box of, so yeah. So I'm working on this section. Got aluminum shavings. I got aluminum shavings. I'm thinking I'm gonna make one more box. I'm gonna top this off and dump this. And then I freed up 3 of my bins. and got a lot more space.
Yeah, buddy.
And then this is gonna be soon too. I'm gonna drag this out today. Start shearing this stuff. Well,
Yeah, you got a copy?
I can grab that bit out. We haven't had that for a long time, and bring down the ACR ends. I mean, and make some room. And gonna get this motor out of here and put it back there with the other ones. Pretty sure I got a roll-off load right now. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Making room. I'm just waiting for him because he's gonna have a bale to be taken out. But he's cleaning all those radiators from yesterday and whatever else he had from Tuesday. I mean, it'd be so much time to unpack every one of these. Ethernet cable, right? What is it? HDMI to DVI-Q digital video, 6.6 feet. I'm not doing that. It's gonna go to a wire shredder anyways. But this is what I'm gonna be doing for the next 10-15 minutes. All right, so swapped out the motor bin. We got all that wire gone through. We got all that wire, and we got almost 2 boxes of shavings, and there's our motors, our casts, our extrusion. We got one more bin there. This, I don't know what we're gonna do with them. Maybe take the torch and try and melt the plastic off, because you can't ship them like that to the stainless people. So then maybe dump that out, and then we got more room for all my pits that I can organize them. And if I get a sheet of plywood, I can put a couple of them up there. Now let's go dump the wire bin. Then we'll probably hop in the machine and clean him up. I think he's about ready. I know these have been shorter videos this week, but you know, the customer interactions, there's only so much I can show you here. I like seeing that though. I see a couple things that shouldn't be in there. That's what it is. No worries. Then let's drive to the pile. So I got 5 more days until we open up. 5 more work days. It's Christmas, the day after Christmas I won't be here. Got in 4 nice generators in today. One of them got hit in the front there, but look at those generators. Man, there's 4 of these. I don't know if that's a 454. I think it's too small. I think it's probably like a 350 or something like that. And this one only has 765 hours. That's nothing. That's nothing. The stuff that comes in here, man, it's freaking amazing. And I think this is aluminum. The frame, yep, the frame's aluminum. But this is probably out by the ocean somewhere, so it wouldn't get so corroded. So if this would have been steel, it would have been just ate up. I bet it came from the same place from the launch pads. Something like that, a regulated battery charger. Okay, let's go this way. Tomorrow, my boss called, I gotta go to GLE where we ship our stuff and asked to meet with a guy named Terry to see about where are my bins. You know, because they gotta have some of them. of extrusion. I said we're gonna take on that. We're gonna go clean them up. I'm hoping for a piece of equipment next year, as he said that with taxes they're gonna look into buying some equipment. So I know they're probably gonna get rid of the Sierra and get another L-John, but I'm just hoping. Or like I showed earlier this year, the little crane that's way out back. I'm gonna get that thing. Because my machine is so old, it's not worth trying to fix it to sink the money into it. I still haven't dumped that bin yet. Alright, let's go clean them up. All that junk coming in, man. That's crazy. Radiators. Shame. I bet somebody out there, I mean, you don't know what year they're from, so I bet somebody out there was looking for one of these. And tomorrow we'll start to load the truck when I get back. Of these. My boss said had they have not put so much trash in that load, there was so much trash. I said, what are you going to deduct for this? He's like, free. We're not buying it. He said it took 4 guys 3 hours to go through it. Plus all the trash that was in there. So. I'm gonna get this one off of there. Sometimes these ones are brass, sometimes they're steel, and that one's brass. Anybody gonna watch the Amazon game tonight? If you're still watching now. I think it's the Rams. Should be a really good game. That one's clean because that's aluminum. Haven't dumped this either today. Maybe heavy iron. I don't know. Try it. Say that bin is full. Fill up the baler. Probably gonna bring my girlfriend and my daughter and her daughter here on Saturday. We have to, she needs the truck tomorrow. I wanted to bring home another fire pit. Maybe start up the crusher and show them. I'm gonna have to do when we get back to being open is as soon as it gets dropped in, start to go through it, so it doesn't stack up like that. I just wish we could get one more worker like Dialer. We had two of him. It's just tough for one guy to try and keep up with everything that comes in. Yeah. That should go out over there because our machine should be back soon. Ugly stuff. time. That's horrible. If I had a claw, I could grab most of that. There we go. I'm sure they're going to work out a deal with the shredder for that dirt. Or I think we should have our welder guy Chris make us some type of a sifter. So you run a grapple full of that over some grizzly bars or something. I mean, it's probably, there's not a huge amount, maybe 1,000 pounds, I'm going to say, of aluminum. So, I mean, it might be more, it might be less, but I know it adds up. Alright, I think that's all I got to do here, I think. It's almost the end of the day, so there's a motor. One more. Alright, I think that's going to be it for today, so unless something else happens between now and the end of the day, have a great night and thanks for watching.